So let me get this straight because we've been eating meat and dairy and eggs for thousands of years, right? And really, it's just been over the last several decades that ultra processed, man-made foods have been introduced to society and really pushed on the population as a whole. And isn't it interesting that over that same period of time, obesity and diabetes and weight-related illness have started running rampant in society, and yet somehow it's meat and other natural foods that get blamed for all of society's health problems. I mean, it makes no sense. And it certainly seems like they're trying to make it more and more difficult for us to figure out what's actually destroying our health. And maybe you're curious to know why that is. Well, have you ever noticed that the biggest names in the processed food industry have the same shareholders as the giant pharmaceutical companies? Take a second to digest that. Think about why that might be. Soak it in. And by the way, if you want a list, a short list of the most common processed foods that are literally wreaking havoc on your health, comment list below this video and I'll shoot it over for you. And for those of you who don't know me, my name's Dallas. I'm the founder of Fat Cow Ranch in Wyoming, where we only produce small batch Highland beef. And we produce that beef for health conscious individuals because beef is the most nutrient dense and bioavailable food on the planet. And so I want people to know that they're being taken advantage of by giant food corporations that are working hand in hand with drug companies that want to turn you into a customer for life. That's their goal. That's what they're doing. It's broad as daylight. You can see it everywhere you look. Because look, if drug companies really wanted to make your life better, they would be providing cures to diseases. But the reality is they only produce drugs that mask the symptoms of the diseases and keep you reliant on them for the rest of your life. And what better way to make sure that you continue taking their drugs than to taint what you're already consuming, which is processed food, so that you're dependent on the drugs that they manufacture because the foods that you continue consuming are making you sick. Hence the customer for life strategy. That's how it works. Big food invests in big pharma invests in big food, and it keeps the money moving. You eat the food, you get sick from it. The drug companies have already created a supposed solution, only it doesn't solve anything for you. It only serves their purpose, which is to get more customers hooked for life. Sad but true, and that's the way that it works. And if you see things the way that I see things, we need to maintain our food independence, and we shouldn't be tricked by supposed health officials or government bureaucrats into buying foods that are making us sick in order to sell us pharmaceuticals and line the pockets of, drug companies and food industry executives. It makes no sense. It's not in our best interest. And if your health and the health of your family is important to you and you want a list of the most common, the most popular foods that you should avoid at all costs, comment list below this video and I'll shoot it over for you. It's a step in the right direction.